Going live.
Unlike Justin Verlander, who went dead. Oh, what's up, everybody? It is Tuesday, October 8th, and I can't believe there's been 5 weeks of the NFL already. Is this amazing or what? It's going by so fast.
It's very fast. Like last week went really quick for me because I was just so crazy busy with everything, but it's just like it's
Yeah,
crazy.
you got a lot of content out last week. You got the haters guide to the NHL out, both parts.
Yeah, I mean, as I said, that one pissed me off when editing so damn much because it was hard to find camp footage of this year of players.
Hmm.
Like surprisingly hard. I mean, NFL, you mostly get news like clippets, that sort. NHL, there wasn't really much there.
Yeah,
Most of
it's.
the, and most of the stuff that was poor quality. It's like, all right, are you
I thought you
kidding me?
did a good job though of
Yeah,
gathering
I know.
some.
I didn't realize the arena sketch was actually Seattle's instead of Calgary.
Oh,
Fuck.
okay.
I did not catch that one.
Well, then you should not be a sports YouTuber. You should just quit.
I should. I should retire forever,
Right.
and then I should go back to waiting tables.
Yeah. Do you
A lot of
get
people probably think that, so whatever.
whenever you do a hockey video, do you get nothing about hockey guy?
Oh, dude, I get that all the time. I get people who say, people who my hockey videos, I get stick to football, baseball, stick to football, it's stick to hockey. There you go.
I
You
always
never
love,
win.
I always love the guy that's like, I played 1 year of juniors in Windsor. I know more hockey than you. I'm like, no, you don't.
Not
Okay.
really. You don't know about the tactical or the ideology or anything
Or
like that.
just
You just played.
GM
You played probably
moves.
under some hard ass dude who forced you into a system that nobody was really good at.
Right. Or they're always like, "Oh yeah, fighting's part of the game, man. That's how we regulated each, out there." Which I get. I understand that old school mentality. It's just you just sound like a major douche when you come off like that. It's pathetic. But it's always the same guy. All right, we're going to do the tier maker again, week 5. We're going to talk about the playoffs. We're obviously going to read all of these fucking Snapchats. All of you
Yeah, I
guys.
just already looked at it. I was like, holy shit.
Yep, we're gonna be here all night. We
Oh,
did
yeah.
we did our official Thursday NHL stream last week Thursday. So if there's less snapper chats tonight, I get it. We can't gouge everyone for all your money like that. Though, as I said many times, I have no shame and I will take it all. But
Hey,
all
we're
right.
whores. What do you
Yes,
expect, man?
yeah, I know. Just call me Chesty LaRue. Oh, one non-sports related thing. Have you seen Joker yet?
Yes.
What was your take on it?
I liked it. I thought it was a good movie. It was more of a slow burn than a traditional superhero movie. It didn't inspire me to go and just shoot up a building or something like that. I didn't really get those vibes from it. It's just a work of fiction that mostly is a dude struggling with a mental illness and delves into his insanity. That's what I really got out of it.
I thought it could be completely independent of the Batman storyline altogether. Like
The
that's how
Batman
good of a
storyline, though,
movie.
that's what gets it the publicity.
Yeah. So KTO's in the chat. He's done with Kitchens and he wants us to put the Browns in tier 4. So,
They are false hope. They got punched in the
oh my
fucking mouth.
gosh, they got the living.
And Baker Mayfield looks like shit.
He's got
Like,
that.
I didn't think he was, like, terrible, but dear God. Like, it's not even, like, just the interceptions. It's like he's forcing a lot of passes. He's predictable in his reads. He's very, like, suicidal in the way he throws. Like, he's just, like, gunning it. It's
to
like he's trying too hard or just being really reckless. I can't tell.
to his credit, though, the San Francisco front 4 was on him all game.
That's because their line sucks. Nick Bosa ate him for fucking lunch.
He planted his flag in his sphincter. He did this thing and just put it right in his butt crack. He was like, "Here, take this flag and let me put it right in your ass." That's what happened.
Oh, KTO was at the game.
Oh yeah,
Jesus.
he was in Santa Clara. Damn, I forgot. Shit, that must have been rough. It was like 28-3 for most of the game.
Yeah.
Most of the game.
Everyone was making 28-3 jokes, and Shanahan
You
was the
have
O
to.
coordinator, but
It's amazing how very hard it is to blow a 28-3 lead. You know,
It's a perfect storm. You have to remember with Atlanta, there were a couple perfect things that happened: the fumble,
yeah.
and then trying to pass on third down or like first down. That's why.
So yeah, KTO saying they didn't even want to be there after the first quarter. You could tell by their body language that they had kind of given up. Like the Niners could run the ball and they could not stop their front four, and that usually, if you're a player, you just know you're like shit. I can't.
Yeah,
We're getting.
I know. Like too with Sorry about that. I
No,
lost train of
it's
thought.
one thing if you throw a ball deep and it just hits off the receiver's hands. Like he was open, you know, you just missed him. But if you're getting like fucked on both ends of the line, you just know you're like, yeah, this is not gonna go well.
The thing about the Browns is, and you kind of had a feeling about this earlier in the year, they went for cosmetic upgrades, the sexy positions, skill, running back, wide receiver, defensive line. But they got rid of their guts. Remember, they traded Kevin Zeitler for Olivier Vernon. They neglected their offensive line. They don't have any depth. Cornerback was a huge issue because their two best ones were out. So I think it's blowing up in both Dorsey and Kitchens' face. Kitchens looks completely out of his element. And that's the risk you take when you get someone as unproven. You can look really bad.
I'm not ready to bury them.
Of course. Kitchens, I have nothing against the guy. I just don't think he's ready.
Yeah. All right, let's start reading some Snapper chats. Let's get like 5 of these out of the way before we start with the tiers. And then obviously they're going to be topical for what happened throughout the week. And excuse me. Why don't you start with the Midge Dio's back? Because this one's ready for you. And I know what it's in reference to, by the way.
Oh, yes. Prepare yourselves for Tank Bowl. Deadskins versus Lolfins. Winner gets Tua. Also NHL. Ooh. This is going to be an unpopular opinion. I think Bengals versus Cardinals was the first Tank Bowl of the year.
The Bengals look absolutely pathetic.
Cardinals are the defending champion of the tank.
Yeah.
They had to defend their title and they failed.
It's hard to go back to back. I mean, I guess Cleveland did it those 2 years. You know, they did go back to back. But really, to be back to back Tank Bowl champions, that's impressive. Mm-hmm. That's impressive.
It is. It's something special. Mm-hmm. And that should be esteemed throughout the heart of America.
Yes. El Cris for $5. The Dolphins and Redskins once played in the Super Bowl. That's right. 12 and 17.
So this 16 Sunday, or 17.
17, yeah. You got to remember your Roman numerals, right? Yeah. This Sunday they play in the Tank Bowl. What should we expect? Beers on me, boys. Let's see. Gruden got fired. So who's the interim coach now?
Bill Callahan.
Bill Callahan of Nebraska fame and of
Oakland Raider fame. And who didn't change his playbook, so Gruden pretty much read him during the Super Bowl.
And he lost his starting left tackle, I think, to mental breakdown.
Barrett Robbins. Yeah. I think it was his center, I want to say. I'm not
center,
sure.
Something. They went away from because he was out, they didn't adjust at all, and they got
smoked.
Fucked. Yep. I think it's just gonna be a awful football game to watch. Awful.
I see the Dolphins winning. I can really see it.
Yeah,
just because of how bad the Redskins are.
There's so much overlap this year in the teams. There's not going to be an 0-16 team, unfortunately.
No. Dolphins, I can see going 2-14.
Yeah. It's not a true tank championship unless you have a perfect season, to me.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah.
Yeah, the Bears were not as good. KTO. And let me read this one more, and then we'll get into the games. Tucker White, 94 for $5. Sunday's race at Dover International Speedway was a microcosm of the problems with NASCAR's insistence that high downforce is the way of the future. Isn't Dover a short track, small track? It's not super speedway. So they want that high downforce to keep them. Maybe it's because of the safety that they want that. You ever think of that, Tucker? Huh? No, I'm
Yeah, I
just
think they're
kidding.
more worried about the safety than anything.
That's what I was saying. But I don't know. They want to create these shorter, these closer, more intimate races, but they also want less crashes.
Yeah,
So
they're artificially manufacturing that though.
yeah.
They can't do that. It has to be organic. I mean, I get like you don't want to turn into formula where it's
Mm-hmm.
just like everything's predictable as hell, but you also have a situation where you don't have the advancement of car and aerodynamics. The problem is it's a disparity between the rich teams and the poor teams because they can pour so much money into R&D.
Yeah. Yeah.
Look what happened with Furniture Row Racing. They were one of the better mid-tier independent teams in the league, and they shut down because they weren't making money.
Yeah, that's bad when a team can't race anymore because they can't profit. That's bad for the health.
Mm-hmm.
All right, let's
I
look at
mean,
the
we're not
game.
going back to the old NASCAR days where it was just like some independent rando driving a car and just soup up his old like
Right.
Pontiac Firebird and roll. Like you're not getting that anymore, but
I knew this doctor that he had a picture of all these NASCAR drivers on his wall, and Tim Richmond is in the back with his dick
uh,
out in the
Tim
picture.
Richmond was a special,
Uh huh.
special breed.
His fly is open and his dick is literally just hanging out and it's in the picture.
It is really sad that they wrote him out of history, though.
Yeah, yeah. All
I
right.
mean, they thought he was like gay because of the AIDS, but I thought he got that from straight sex,
I think
if
he
I
was,
remember
yeah, he
correctly.
was a man whore. Dude, those
Yeah,
guys, when I went to college in Richmond, when those dudes would come in to the bars, like the women would just throw themselves at them. Those guys were poon hounds. I'll
they
just,
were gruff personalities, man.
yeah, yeah, they were rock stars. All right,
They were a rare breed, man. Very rare breed.
so this game seems like it happened years ago. Seahawks and Rams. The Seahawks pulled out a nice little upset there, and now you have a very crowded NFC West. Um, Gosh, who's gonna win that division? Or do you put the Seahawks in the hunt for that division?
I would say so. I mean, they took out the best in their division.
Yeah, and then now do the Rams become a wild card?
You have to consider the 49ers, too.
I don't know. There might be three teams up here in division.
Yeah, you might get three. I mean,
Yeah.
the NFC West is that deep right now.
Right now, the Rams are a wild card team. They are not the team that they were last year at this point in the season. Now, Sean McVay, who sounds, you ever hear him talk? He sounds like a midget. He sounds less
The
intimidating than he
NFL doesn't
looks.
care. They hail him as an offensive genius.
Well, yeah, he just has this like voice, Uh-huh. All right. Read some more Snapper chat. So we're putting the Rams down in the wild card and the Seahawks in the division
At the
for
mid.
now.
Yep. Niles Ayer for 5. UT, have you considered doing a WWE lolcow? HAICDQ. That's the Hell in the Cell. And
Mm-hmm.
also, which league government relationship is worse? WWE Saudi Arabia or NBA China?
Oh boy.
That's close. At least WWE is an end game because they're getting money for funding the XFL.
Yes.
China, though, like you're dealing with legitimate censorship.
Yeah. Yeah.
So I gotta lean China.
Yeah. Yeah. Those countries don't have Antifa though. Neither of them do.
Well, they have their own version of Antifa. It's called "We're gonna beat the shit out of you with sticks and then
Right.
run you over with
The
tanks."
entire government is Antifa. But they also don't have, like dumbass protests. Well, actually in Hong Kong they do. But they
Well, that's actually a legitimate reason, though, because
right.
they were once owned by the United Kingdom. They had democracy, and they were bought out by China or taken over by China,
Yeah.
and then they've lost that freedom. They want that back.
Yeah, that no one thought that was going to end well or
Of course not.
end poorly, right? You take away freedom
Oh yeah.
from each other.
Oh yeah.
Those
Like
are,
take away freedom. Yeah, you're not going to get rebellion like that.
yep.
What, you crazy?
Yeah, that's not going to happen. Come on now. All right, keep reading.
Go. Yep. Let's keep going here. Paul Feinstein for 2. UT, will you give Nats a legit congrats if they win? Maybe. I feel like a lot of their issues were more with the Expos, though. Like a lot of it's like it feels like a pastime. So I feel like they're kind of more disconnected. I feel like this is like a new era, kind of like the Capitals. So
Oh,
I don't know.
one thing that we didn't touch on in that last question was it Hell in a Cell? So
Yeah,
basically,
Hell in a Cell. Like apparently they took out a bunch of weapons, and then one of them took out a sledgehammer, and then hit him, and apparently that disqualifies. And I've never heard of disqualification in a Hell in a Cell.
I thought it's like there can only be like one outcome, right? Like somebody gets out and that's
If
it.
somebody gets injured or pinned.
Oh, okay. But somebody got disqualified for bringing a sledgehammer. Okay. That was
And everyone
interesting.
hated it.
I saw it all over my timeline. I was like, "Oh, wow, that's some harsh criticism there." But you know what? The WWE, their job is to get people to talk about their sport, right?
Oh, yeah. Well, I mean, it depends on how they're talking about it. Like, they have big deals with ESPN. They just got the huge contract with Fox. So they've been pimping that out like crazy.
They've been pimping it, pimping it. All right, I'm gonna read all these Mason Mahoney's, and then we're gonna do the next game. Mason Mahoney for $1.99. Should the Orioles trade Mancini? I'm on the fence. Orioles are still rebuilding, so
Yeah, I mean,
anyone
Mancini's in his late 20s. I don't know what you're going to get for him, though. You're not going to get, like, an incredible amount because he can't really field. You might get, like, a decent prospect, maybe, but I don't know if you're going to get much.
Mason Mahoney again for $4.99. This week on That's So Ravens. It takes them to OT to beat a team on their third QB and lacking the star power of last year. I'll still take the dub. Yeah.
Yeah, Ravens look like shit. They were trying to hand the Steelers the game all day long.
Yeah. Yeah. And then he's talking about in this next one, which I was just about to bring up. That hit wasn't dirty, by the way, just unfortunate contact. Yeah, I mean, it looked bad optically.
It was dirty.
What? You thought it was dirty?
No, I didn't.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that's what I thought. He hit him.
Yeah, like it was just a freak accident. Like it just like he was jumping and it kind of like hit him right in between like the chest and the neck. So it just got like knocked out cold.
Well, so here's your button right here, your jaw, and if this moves, there's a nerve in here where your jaw is, and if it hits that, that's the knockout sign. Now, what was really scary, if you look at that hit again, like Mason Rudolph's, his hands curl like this. That's usually a very bad medical. That's like the body shutting down and like curling up.
Yeah, that was disturbing to watch.
Scary, yeah.
Like he was just knocked out cold while he was in the air.
Yeah.
Like you see his eyes just like and then when he just gets hit, you see him just like fade.
Yeah,
I
forget there's some scientific medical term for when the hands like curl like that. Like that's just like you're fucked.
Like it's not because of the starting. I would not play him for at least a couple of weeks.
Yeah. And last one, Mason Mahoney. Yeah, he's not going to be able to clear concussion protocol.
Better not.
Hope we didn't win the desperate trading wise. Hope we don't get desperate trading wise. There's a good foundation to build a Super Bowl contender in a year or two. Good team, just not there yet. Yeah, I mean they're gonna compete.
Yeah, they'll compete. I think they're gonna have a good shot at the division just because of how weak it is.
Yeah,
but
I
mean, I don't know if they're gonna go far.
You just want them to be relevant. All right, this next game, Eagles and Jets. Eagles are in the division conversation now. God,
especially since Dallas is looking more mortal.
Yeah,
they're playing real opponents.
Yeah, they actually played teams over 500.
And the Jets, would you call them eternal sadness because of the butt fumble?
Oh my gosh, they are terrible. They are indefinitely below tank offs. Like they could win the Tank Bowl this year.
They got a good shot. I mean, they have a good chance of going 0-6 even with Darnold back. Like, here's my question. You're supposed to be an offensive genius. You haven't scored a touchdown in 21 straight drives. Or is it 27? I'm not sure. But you have a 4th and 1. I was editing footage today. You have a 4th and 1. You brought in big bucks for a feature running back, and you do a rollout play to throw a short pass to Le'Veon with a third-string quarterback who has not looked good. Like, what are you doing?
I saw that. And the reason why you pay Le'Veon Bell is for him to convert those 4th and 1s.
Oh, yeah. Like, just let him roll. Or, like, just run it up the gut. You're paying him, like, 13, 14 million.
Yeah. He was incredible when he played football of finding holes when there was nothing there. And that's why you give him money. And Adam Gase is just too fucking stupid. Like I think it's some type of, they hired him on purpose to lose. Like they're just like, oh yeah, this guy's a real fucking idiot. He's gonna fuck.
I mean, we all knew he was such a Jetsy hire, but this is bad.
It's terrible. It's terrible. All right, read some
Let's get some snappy
yeah.
chatties here from VRL Gospel 09 for 2. Phoenix Suns legacy of failure. Ooh. I feel
It's
like they might
NBA.
be the better one than the Clippers right now because the Clippers are probably on the upswing.
Yeah, they got the George fella and that some guy named Kawhi. I don't know who that
Yeah,
is.
whoever that
Who's
Kawhi
over?
is.
Yeah.
Fucking Japanese people.
Yeah, yeah. Some
Fucking
Asian
lame.
guy named
Yeah.
Kawhi. Uh-huh. All right.
Super Kawaii Desu, motherfucker. Trevor Teormina for 2. Rudolph concussed. Malkin injured. Salt increases. Yes, it does. And they are losing to a team with a sub AHL caliber defense right now, 4-1 in the Winnipeg Jets, and they do not look good.
The Jets have looked bad against everybody else they've played, but now they're looking okay against the
Yeah,
Penguins.
like they had to come back against the Devils, but that was because the Devils lost the goaltender.
You know,
But
it's weird because the Rangers don't play again until Saturday. They have an entire week off. It's weird. The schedule is weird. But yeah, what's wrong with Malkin?
lower body injury. He had like a freak hit into the boards.
Oh, so his
So what
penis
happened
is bent.
was that like he tripped on Letang's skate. Apparently it
Oh.
was a lazy change by Letang, but like he stumbled into the boards awkwardly, hit his lower leg, and just limped off into the locker room. So
That sucks. He'll be back.
yeah, he'll be back like in a month. So that's gonna be tough.
All right.
Let's keep on going here with these super chats. Jared Froman for 5. Teams who take up space in Yankees' heads. Tigers, Red Sox, D-backs. Team where Yankees take up space in fans' heads. Everyone else.
I would say the team that the Yankees take up space in fans' heads is the Minnesota fucking Twins.
The Minnesota L's.
Yeah.
We're going to hit home runs and then forget about everything else because we hit home runs. Yeah.
They didn't even win a game. Like they've
Yeah,
lost.
you've now tied the record for most postseason losses in a row. They've tied with the Blackhawks with 16. So, like, I don't even know how you gauge your season now. Like, you had a surprising year. You made the playoffs, over 100 wins, but then you just get smacked by the team that's kicked your ass all millennium.
Right.
So, how do you gauge it?
And it's so damn hard to make the playoffs in MLB. Like it's so hard, and they do it, and they just get smacked.
They do it well. They look like, I mean, they seemed really iffy in September, but I think they'd at least look competitive.
Yeah. Well, my foot's bleeding.
Because if you looked at their schedule, they were getting like ugly, like skin by their teeth wins against like the Royals and the White Sox and the Tigers.
Yeah, that's true. The Central is weak, you know.
Yeah.
So. All right. Read one more.
The Squid for 5. Lolfins versus Deadskins. Rejoice, everyone, because it's Tank Bowl.
Tank Bowl.
Oh, yeah. That's not just a Tank Bowl. It's a Super Tank Bowl.
So,
special.
Jaguars, Panthers. Does Cam Newton
This was an interesting one.
Fucking job
Christian McCaffrey ran all over them.
Yeah. Who's going to win the NFC South?
I'd say New Orleans right now.
Yeah. So are the Panthers a wild card team? Now that I think they're false hope still.
I'd say false hope only because of the 2 stronger teams in the NL West. There are a couple teams in the NFC North.
Yeah.
So that's why.
And do we return the Jaguars to the tank offs or false hope?
False hope still.
Yeah.
Gardner Minshew's given them a lot of life.
The Minch.
I mean, they almost won, so they were close. From his
Go ahead.
Fumbles.
Vikings, Giants. Are the Vikings back on track?
That was because you were playing a team not over 500.
Yeah.
That's like the Kirk Cousins rule. So, I would still say false hope because the Giants are a legit opponent defensively.
Yeah, the Giants are teetering with. I'm not going to put them into the tank offs until they lose to the Patriots. But, you know, the optimist in me says you never know on a Thursday, but you know on a Thursday. You fucking know.
Yeah.
You know on a Thursday.
Patriots haven't even looked that good, but they're still, convincing.
Yeah. They very averagely beat a very, very bad Redskin team.
Oh yeah.
in a very
I mean, they,
uninspired way. But
they kind of went away in the second half, but they did not look that good doing so.
all right, we got some Alex Morenos here.
Oh yeah.
Alex, the Rams were ruined by the officiating in Seattle. Yeah, yeah. I don't know
A
about
little
it.
bit.
Yeah, a little
Like that
bit.
roughing the passer was weak.
Oh, that was terrible. You're right. You're right. But I think, dude, the reffing has gotten bad this year.
Oh, there were so many awful calls. It wasn't just that one. There was a roughing the passer call against like the Steelers where he was just like tackling him by the waist with the ball. There was an interception where the ball hit the ground and they
Yep.
called it an interception catch that was apparently ruled incomplete.
Mm-hmm.
It is really, really bad.
And
Like the
they have,
Steelers got a bunch of gift calls as well, so I can't really complain about roughing the passer.
and
Green Bay
they,
Packers Dallas, there was a roughing the passer call for somebody like hitting the quarterback on the head.
and this whole challengeable pass interference is such a farce.
No,
It's
that's what I meant. That's why I
yeah.
felt like it was a bad idea because it's just like either it doesn't do anything or they call it the dumbest shit.
Yeah. So they tried to correct two awful refs' decisions by bringing in a worse decision, and those two refs ruined football. They ruined it
Well,
because they
oh
fucking
yeah, and they're
suck.
still employed.
Mm-hmm.
That's why.
Mm-hmm. Alex
Like,
Moreno
did Paul
again.
Anderson's crew do the Steelers Ravens or do the NFC Championship game?
Who?
Because they did the Steelers Ravens game and they were awful.
Yeah. We. The problem is there's so many great referees that are no longer employed. You know, Ed Hockley's gone. Even Jeff Triplett is gone. You know, what's his name? Mike Carey made some bad calls, but at least those guys were consistent and they weren't under the same scrutiny that they are now. That's the other thing is they are so under the microscope and they're just making shit calls. Alex
Oh yeah.
Moreno, I put up my vid on the A's recently. What do you think? I thought it was good. So Alex, his channel Tahoe Super Sports, he just rips the A's for about 5-7 minutes, and I appear on that video
Nice.
for about 30-45 seconds. Lua503. Hey guys, it's my birthday. Happy birthday, Lua. And I
Happy birthday,
start a
bud.
new Gerb Monday. Could I possibly get Tree to say only the best for the Mets in his Lal Mets voice? Oh, you guys
Oh,
want to help me?
definitely, man. That's why you're getting a new job because for the Mets.
You cut out for 1 second. Can you do it one more time?
Definitely. Only the best for the Mets.
That hurts my feelings.
Another fantastically wasted season. You finally fired that clown, but you're probably going to hire David Wright. Doesn't that sound fun?
He is not qualified to manage. They've got to hire Joe Girardi. They've got to hire Joe Girardi. He's meant.
He's going to the Cubs. Too bad.
Yeah, I know. He's an ex-Cub. That's right. Forgot. He was a longtime Cub. Alex Moreno, when Scherzer got his final strikeout, my neighborhood caught on fire. God, I am on edge. Tree tell fives about the Dodgers. Bet I have with my coworkers. So what's going on with that?
I think what happens is, let me look it up again. I believe it's that if the Dodgers lose, I think he's got to troll Mark McGuire, who comes into his country club with the Dodgers losing. Or something
Oh,
like that.
yeah.
Take
Something
a
like
look
that.
here.
Oh, that's painful. All right. One more. Alex, did you hear Scherzer grunting, by the way, in the game?
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Okay, here it is. If the Dodgers don't make the World Series, I have to buy a Jose Canseco jersey with George Springer shirt beneath it. And Mark McGuire apparently hates both of those guys.
Oh, and he's got to wear them in front of Mark McGuire.
Yep, at the place he works.
That's risky. So a lot more is
Oh,
on
yeah.
If you know what's going to be worse if Alex wearing that jersey, if the Dodgers lose that series, that's going to be worse. That is going to be hell in Los Angeles. Fucking Chavez Ravine will burn. And they're capable of doing it. They did it to the Mets in 2015.
Oh, yeah.
Daniel Murphy fucking did them wrong.
Everything's possible, man. The Braves are beating the Astros right now.
Yeah, 4-Zappy. And Verlander looked like shit on 3 days rest. Alex Moreno, $1.99. Got tickets for the Rams Seahawks on 12/8. Come on. So that's going to be the rematch right there in the Coliseum. All right. Some more games. Falcons, Texans took them behind the woodshed, basically. Texans are the division for sure. Falcons, where are they? They're
I
in the
would
tank
put
offs.
them in.
Tank offs.
I want to say tank off
Yeah.
because false hope would imply like they still have the offense, but they look like shit. They are horrifically underachieving. Their defense looks horribly flawed. They have no offensive line, and it's just they had no answers.
Mm-hmm. They're bad.
They looked awful.
Yeah. They're the only reason they're not in eternal sadness because they did play in the Super Bowl a while back.
Yeah. Yeah.
Saints, Buccaneers. Saints are back on track, man. Do you think they're a Super Bowl contender? Even with
I would say, I mean, like
Yeah.
their defense got on track. They took out a Tampa Bay team that punched the Rams in the mouth. I mean, when Breeze comes back, I would say they are Super Bowl contenders.
I think they're Super Bowl contenders with Teddy Bridge. I mean,
Maybe.
All right, and the Buccaneers, do they put them in false hope?
I'd still say false hope. Yeah.
They're not wild card yet.
They're too inconsistent.
Yep. And let's do Bills Titans while we're at it. Bills, definitely looking like
I'd say wild card still.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They've been in that tier for 5 weeks straight now.
Yeah, I mean, they've gotten some ugly wins because, like, I mean, they don't really have the offense yet, but their defense is pretty good.
Mm-hmm. And then the Titans,
false hope.
Yeah.
False hope.
False.
You, Cairo Santos had a bad game, and you replaced him with Cody Parkey.
Yep. All right, read these Alexes.
That's all you need to say.
Mm-hmm.
Let's go for Alex Moreno for $4.99 when Scherzer got his.
No.
Sorry.
He's
Go further up.
It's So My Little Area of SoCal.
Yeah.
It's probably scrolled on you.
Yeah.
Again.
So my little area of SoCal is called the Inland Empire. We are home to countless players like Anthony Munoz, Eric Weddle, Vontez Perfect, the Ball family, Dan McGuire, Mark McGuire, and more. 909.
Wow. I thought Dan McGuire had been erased from America's consciousness.
Nope. I surprisingly knew about him because of all the draft bust lists.
Yeah, well,
Song of the Week, Cowboys from Hell or Antisocial?
I don't know either of those.
I don't know if you can really do Cowboys from Hell like in a karaoke, though. That's the only thing I can think of. I can't really do the Phil Anselmo growl.
You can't do it? Or something you're not capable of?
Oh, don't worry. There's a lot of stuff I'm not capable of. I just pretend to do it.
Like being a YouTuber. That's me, man. My lack of self-awareness is what allows me to do everything in life. Okay. Are you beating off? What the fuck are you doing?
That's you, man.
No, it's not.
No, it's me. I was knocking on the door.
Oh.
Sorry.
What do you gotta say?
I thought somebody was rubbing one out. I'm like, oh.
You gotta say something about the Titans?
Okay. Now, 5 points. I want you to do me a huge favor and just open your Twitter. Just hopefully you just refresh it. Hopefully this will come out.
What, in the background? Okay.
What I believe would be the ultimate gif of Mike Vrabel, of how I feel about him.
Are you adding it?
You should have it.
Here it is.
Yes. He is shooting himself in the dick. Now ask yourself, if it's fourth and 2 with nearly 6 minutes left, you are down by a touchdown, and you are notorious for going for it. What do? Do you A, actually go for it, or B, decide to put in your kicker who has already missed 3 field goals, all of them probably chip shots, by the way, and just hope for the best?
What did he do?
Of course, he went. Of course, he became Mike Vrabel and decided to put the field goal kicker in, who has missed 3, and now it was 4 at the time now. So, yeah, that pretty much iced the game for Buffalo.
Yeah, Buffalo kind of escaped because they had a bit of an ugly offensive game, but Titans couldn't do anything.
Yeah.
I mean, even though they still do have talent.
Yeah.
And I know Woody Banterms sound like our stupid fucking radio host. But yeah, I'm just pissed off at
All
it.
right.
Anyway, I just wanted to get
yes.
that out of my
back to
my
drinking.
Go ahead.
Back to
My
drinking and pointing guns at your crotch. Thank you for popping in during the Titan section. Kevin, you are appreciated. Have a good one.
Take care.
All right. See, that's how you do it. You come in, you complain about your team, and then you leave. That's the dumpster
And I
fire.
remember Mike Vrabel did say he would castrate himself for a Super Bowl win, so maybe he has something.
That's what he's doing. He's trying to castrate himself. Let me take.
Yep.
All right, keep reading.
Also,
Snapper chat.
Alex Moreno, update from Citrus Stadium. The Owls called practice and moved to Claremont due to a severe hornet infestation. 3 people were hospitalized. Let it be.
Oh.
That sounds awful, especially if they're Africanized.
Oh, yeah.
That's awful.
The weaponized bees.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Mm-hmm. Like, hornets are a bitch.
Yeah. Let it bees. Let it bees. Anyways.
Speaking words of bee stings. Let it be.
Bzzz. All right. Engage M. Your name tree. Will you do a legacy of failure on the Brewers since they've blown a 3-1 lead in the NL wildcard game? Ooh, yeah.
I think they need a little more time because this is technically still their window.
You're right. You're right. And they didn't have Yelich. They would have advanced if they had Yelich. I firmly believe that.
Well, remember in right field, like Tyler Grisham is now their Bill Buckner.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like that was not his fault. That was because your closer completely imploded and couldn't control his pitches for shit.
He did take a horrible angle on that ball, though. I mean,
yeah. Look who would have been there anyway. Yelich.
KTO, I didn't know you were Mormon. I had no idea. That's interesting.
Big thing with Bryce Harper. There you go. Yeah, I didn't realize Bryce Harper was Mormon until a couple months ago.
I did not know that either. He's from Vegas. Well, you got to have faith if you live in Vegas.
Mormon.
Yeah. Not if you visit Vegas. All right, Cardinals and the Bengals. Both Bengals aren't eternal sadness. They are terrible.
They are awful. That is eternal sadness. I put the Cardinals in the tank off still.
Yep, I'm with you there. Patriots and Redskins. Patriots still Super Bowl contenders.
Yep, and the Redskins are the epitome of eternal sadness.
Yes, the Redskins are terrible.
They are awful.
Terrible.
And they're doing the right thing by not trying to fuck up Dwayne Haskins, but you kind of feel like they will.
It's not even that not trying to fuck him up. He's just not ready. He is.
Of course he's not ready.
He
looked awful against the Giants because he's too raw.
He only played 1 year at Ohio State. Like Daniel Jones had what, 33?
He had 3-4 years of starting.
Yeah, and he's been a part of an offense. He understands reads, checkdowns, all that stuff. He still makes mistakes. He made a ton of mistakes. But Dwayne Haskins is a sophomore in college. You know, like he's off on the guy. You're gonna kill him like. Even worse, like he's gonna be damaged. His psyche will not be able to handle it.
They're gonna RG3 him before he's even RG3.
Yeah, that's gonna be terrible. All right, Let's see. Beast of Metal 1989. This is the first one. Light a candle for the Twins as they epitomize the misery of Minneapolis sports by tying the 75-79 Blackhawks for most consecutive playoff game L's. That is terrible. It's terrible.
Yeah. And I thought 9 straight do or die losses for the Athletics was bad, but that's even worse.
Leo Doyle, streaming PPR, Washington D versus Dolphins, or Ravens D versus Cincinnati. Also, someone should change the Twins wiki to show the Yankees own the Twins. I'm sure someone has done that. And
somebody's probably done that repeatedly, and then people get pithy. It's like, no, you can't do that. That's non-notable.
Yeah, I would definitely start the Ravens D over Cincinnati. You don't know what you're going to get with Washington versus the Dolphins. Washington gave up 24 some odd points to the Giants.
Like I said, I have a weird feeling the Dolphins win that game.
Yeah. That's a weird one. And Uncultured Librarian for $5. Anyone else excited for the first Tank Bowl of the season on Sunday the 13th? I thought we just had a Tank Bowl. At least that was the first round.
Arizona Cincy was a Tank Bowl. This is a super Tank Bowl, though.
That was the wild card
special
round.
occasion.
Right. Uh, that was the opening week. They had a bye.
Yeah.
The Dolphins did. All right, let's do a couple more games here. Here's the one everyone's been waiting for. Ravens Steelers.
Steelers are in the tank off.
Oh my
they're done.
God. You're right.
Like, you've lost your second string quarterback. You're 1-4. You have not the hardest schedule in the world, but you've still got some tough opponents coming up.
And you traded away your first round pick. So it's just
they'll probably trade away more too. They're gonna get desperate. Steelers don't tank.
You're like
don't expect them to take this easily. I mean, even if Devin Hodges didn't look that bad, he's still your third string quarterback.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to put the Ravens as the division winners now.
They looked fraudulent though.
They did.
Looked horrible. And they're only there because of a damning testament. If this were any other division, they'd be full.
Yeah, I know. The AFC North is one of the weirdest divisions. Like, as bad as the Browns have looked, they could still win this division.
Of course, they can coast on high-end talent.
Mm-hmm.
That's all they have to do.
But
they haven't even done that yet.
That's the only way anyone gets in the playoffs from that division, though, is winning that division. Mm-hmm.
Pretty much. It's the only
KTO,
way.
you're 155 when you're in shape. How long ago?
I haven't
was
even
that?
been 155 since I was in, I don't know, fifth, sixth grade.
Like, I'm 43. I'm in shape. I'm at 168, and that's the most. That's the heavy.
Yeah. When I was in shape, I was like 205.
I used to compete in jiu-jitsu at 160, 159 sometimes. I don't know. It depends on height, Sometimes you're hot.
Yeah, I just have a stocky body. It's weird.
Yeah.
Fortunately, my body's grown soft because all I do is sit on a computer all day.
Yeah, we're not YouTubers because of our looks. I'll tell you that.
No, I'm not YouTubers because of my physique. Like, I'm not one of these super, Instagram models.
No. It's all because of what's in here.
It's like we got Bald Guy promoting our newest brand of jockey underwear.
So someone said, in my salt video today on the smelling salts, I actually did the smelling salt in the camera. And someone's like, you don't look how you sound, but you're a handsome man. I was like, what? Are you fucking blind? What the fuck are you talking about? Like,
maybe it's a woman, you can get some digits.
Yeah, no, it was definitely a guy.
Married. I don't care.
Definitely a guy.
Oh, it was a guy?
Yeah. I was like, okay. All right.
Yeah.
That's weird. All right, read some snaps.
Unless you're offering sponsorship money, no deal.
Mm-hmm. All right, read some snappers.
Yes, sir. Uncultured Barbarian for 5. Anyone else excited for the first? Beast of Metal 1989 for 10. Speaking of misery, only 3 days until puck drop on the 2019-20 ECHL season, or as most Norfolk Admirals fans call it, Dawn of New Hope. Okay, someone may have buried a lead or two this summer. There's always a dawn of new hope for a new season.
Yeah.
It always is.
Always.
TIE Fighter 94 for 5. Loving that the Titans signed the greatest kicker of all time, Cody Double Doink Parkey. Mm-hmm.
And Young Ho Koo is on the practice squad for
with the Patriots.
That
man is a legend of his own. Yeah, I mean, we got stupid Nike Nugent as the kicker. Come on, put in Youngway.
Yeah, I may be ugly, but I can run a solid slant route. That was a post, by the way. No, it was a fade. No, it was a corner route. That's right, because I ran it.
And another Beast of Metal lead. Specifically, the leads where the most of the fan base have been practically worshiping Kavanaugh since his first stab at buying the team. Believe they can win without NHL ties and buy into his hype of improving the fan experience. Ooh. Yeah.
The leads. The leads.
Too many leads. Beast of Metal, man. Beast of Metal.
What does that mean?
Fly Latori for 2. James Neal Hattie. Make me want to die right now. F. I think James Neal got 4. So I think you'd really be dying if you're a Calgary Flames fan, because you willingly took on the horrific contract of Milan Lucic to get out of that contract. You got grit and toughness, and you also have a no movement clause for the expansion draft, which may fuck you further down the line. So have fun with that.
Guys, it's early, NHL fan. We're only 1 week into the season. You never know.
Yeah.
Oilers
Dallas won tonight.
Yeah.
That's all I gotta say. One an OT.
And read this one from Eli because it's a theme for tonight.
Eli Arbiza, who wins the Tank Bowl? I'm gonna say 2 because I think Arizona, since he was the first Tank Bowl, Redskins or Dolphins. I'm gonna go Dolphins.
Yeah.
I don't know why I'm feeling the Dolphins will pull out an upset victory.
I'm gonna say the Redskins win it because the Dolphins are still bad. Still bad. They had a week
the
to prepare.
Redskins are trash too.
Yes.
You have to remember that.
They are trash. Speaking of trash teams, we got the Bears and the Raiders. The Raiders pull off the reverse revenge game and make the Bears look like total shit. Where do you put the Bears now?
Like,
are they still
the Bears didn't come in until Thursday, but like,
are the Bears still a wild card team or false hope? Without Mitch
I'm gonna say false hope.
Yeah, they're falling out. They
like
were
because they have their offense is horrific. Like Chase Daniel threw some awful passes.
Yeah,
and Mitch Trubisky isn't much better.
Yeah, bad.
So
bad.
Yeah.
Put Raiders in false hope. They are playing some decent football, though. I am very.
Raiders have had some decent memories. Like once they got rid of the speed and the ability to work, because I mean they don't have the egos that are really going to break the team. So have young players who are hungry and ready to prove themselves.
The Raiders are over 500. Oh my God.
Yeah, they've had some decent wins over the past couple weeks. I mean, most of that's because the Bears didn't come into London until Thursday, Friday.
Yeah.
Jet lag is a bitch, but.
Yeah. All right, let's do one more game. The Broncos finally got a win, and they beat the fucking paper Tigers, the Chargers. Broncos are still in the tank off.
Yep, they're still tank off. They needed that win, though. They always beat up on San Diego.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
Chargers go back into false hope.
They are false hope. They've been underachieving awfully this year.
Yeah. Who's going to win that?
You needed that one against Detroit, and you needed that win against Denver.
Yeah. Oh, the Chiefs are fine. Okay. Read some snappers.
I can from Jared Froman. Keep looking one behind.
Yeah.
Mantha's 4 goals were amazing to watch in the Red Wings 4-3 win against the Stars this past Saturday.
That was good.
Anthony Mantha has more goals than the Sharks do all season long.
Yeah.
So,
yeah.
Yikes.
The Sharks only played 2 games or something.
3, but
yeah.
They haven't looked good.
Sharks are.
You know they signed Patrick Marleau back, right?
Oh, really? They're just collecting relics, aren't they?
It's like, look, Marleau, we're not terrible. See, old guy. Beast of Metal 1989. In my defense, though, Kavanaugh did jack up ticket prices again while ripping out the ringside seats for luxury boxes, a development that has raised some eyebrows in the fan base.
Ah, they have luxury boxes in Norfolk.
I don't know, maybe.
And read these 2 Greg Godins.
Yep. I had to reload, and now I have to scroll back down again because fuck everything. Greg Goden is Trubisky turning into the next Blake Bortles.
Ooh.
I wouldn't go that far yet. I see him as more like a Mariota. You know, like he can maybe do a game or 2, but is really ineffective otherwise.
Didn't they win 12 games last year?
Because of their defense.
12 games.
Like Mitch Trubisky was like,
I think they figured him out. I think they figured out how to flush him.
Project quarterback who hasn't developed.
Yep.
And then Greg Goden for 5. It's funny you called me Greg Oden that one time. I'm from Ohio, and I got called a lot as a kid because he was at Ohio State when I was like 5 or 6.
Yeah. He was like 40 years old when he was there.
Yep. He had the knees of an 80-year-old, though.
Yes. All right. Let's round out some more games. We're almost done with the tier maker. Then we'll just read snapper chats for the rest of the show.
Oh, yeah.
Packers, Cowboys. Packers bent the Cowboys
I think they can do division.
Yeah. Yeah, they're looking good, man. Their defense looked good. They're going to win that division for sure. I wouldn't put them in Super Bowl yet.
Yeah.
And the Cowboys.
The Packers are interesting because like their entire team seems to taper off in the 3rd and 4th quarter. Like their offense doesn't do anything and the defense gets kind of because they have to stay on the field a lot.
Yeah.
So
And
There are question marks still.
I'm gonna say that the Cowboys are still a wild card team at least. They're
Yeah.
still a good team. They played
They have an easy schedule, so I think they've got a good shot at it.
yeah. All right, and Colts Chiefs.
Colts looked really good. They played
Yeah.
one of the best games I've seen all year.
Are they a wild card team?
I don't know.
They could be. We don't have many teams in there in that wild card slot.
I'm going to say yes.
Yeah, they beat the Chiefs, man. And do we take the Chiefs out of
They beat them
Super
at
Bowl?
home.
Yeah. Are the Chiefs out of Super Bowl contention, or are they just?
I would still say Super Bowl. I think it
Yeah.
may have been a block in the road.
Yeah. They played.
But, I mean, with Mahomes, you can't dismiss them.
That's true. All right, let's do the last one. Browns and Niners before we do the 2 bye week teams.
Browns are the epitome of false hope.
Yeah. Yeah.
The epitome of false hope.
Yeah.
Niners, I want to put them in wild card.
I think they could contend for the division, but I'm going to put them in wild card right now. They look legit, man. They are the only
They punched
undefeated
it
team.
they needed a statement win, and they did it.
Yep. Yep. Dolphins, we know where they belong, and where do we put Detroit?
I'd still say false hope for now.
What is this?
But that can
Complete
change.
your purge. Yeah, let's put them in false hope. All right, there we go. Week 5 is in the books. Everybody look at it. Did KTO just leave? All right, KTO leaves as soon as we're done. He got mad that we.
I'm here.
Oh,
you're here. Oh shit.
Oh, you want to make a case for them not being in false hope? You gotta justify where they are now, Mr.
Okay, let me speak.
Okay.
Here's the thing. You have the Ravens winning the division, but I have seen nothing in the last 2 weeks that tells me that they're going to win the division.
They look like frauds against the Steelers.
I do not believe in the Ravens. So I have the Browns as the division winner, as the worst division winner in the entire NFL. Given that, the Browns, I went to that game. I got so excited because I've been in California for 5 years. And it was the first game that I got to go see the Browns play in California. And it was, oh my God, it was so bad. I celebrated one play, and it was like a Nick Chubb run that went like 40 yards. And like 2 plays later, they threw that pick on the goal line that hit Callaway right in the hands. And he threw it up in the air, and K'Wan Williams, former Browns player, picked it off. Oh.
They were awful.
On TV, it sounded like there were a lot of Browns fans there. Was that the case?
I think the Browns are the team that everyone wants to cheer for if they don't have like a team, or they like live in San Francisco and they hate the Niners. They're just like, I'm going to cheer for like the new upcoming team. Because I was talking to a bunch of Browns fans there that seemed like they didn't know their stuff. Like they were definitely bandwagoners kind of thing. But there were quite a bit of fans there that were supposed Browns fans.
Were any of them wearing Odell Beckham?
In the third quarter.
Were they wearing Odell Beckham hoodies?
Yes, just like me.
Yeah, but you're a true Browns fan.
Well, yeah, I bought into the hype, and I shouldn't have, because now wins don't feel that good and losses suck. So
yeah, the 2 wins. Okay, yes, you did beat the Ravens, which was a good win. But the other
that felt like a good win until I'm watching the Ravens now, and I'm going, okay, I don't know. I feel like their offense is so limited that all you have to do is kind of like cover a tight end or 2 and then stop the run, and you got them. Like you figured them out. But actually going against a legitimate team like the Niners that actually do like good, solid plays and like utilize their players and like exploit the opponent's weaknesses. Like the Browns got exposed. That was the first team that like actually exposed the Browns.
I felt like the Texans did that in week 1 though.
Well, that game was close, and then there was just like a couple things that like happened at the end. If you look at the stats, it's not as bad as the numbers looked at the end. But last night was just awful. The Browns gave up like 270 yards on the ground or something.
Yeah, it was hard to watch.
All around. It was, I wanted to leave at halftime, but my friend that was with me, he was a Niners fan. He made me stay the entire time. And I just got like mocked by all the fans because I was wearing that Odell hoodie. Yeah, it was.
They thought you were a bandwagoner. Is that what they thought?
They were just loving it. I mean, a bunch of drunk guys. It was just like the Cowboys game last year. Like, just people were like relentless.
Yeah.
So
that's the best thing is being a home fan when someone reps the other team, because that's like, fuck you. right?
I didn't even know how to feel. I had to drive home 2 hours after that, and that was the worst drive of my life.
Gosh, because
dude.
you're just mad. You're just mad.
Yeah, that sucked. I bet my friend dinner, whoever won, would have to pay for dinner kind of thing. And
you
so I had to buy dinner afterwards. So it was just an all-around terrible night.
It was like Money
Yikes.
Mayweather just throwing L's at you. Just here you go, L.
Yeah. Yeah, no, it was bad.
Damn.
Jeez.
All right, well, we got to read some snapper chats. You can stay on if you want.
I'll hang out for a little bit, but I gotta go soon. What's up?
Yeah. You working on some fire content? Who just popped in now?
No, it's just me.
Oh.
I kind of needed to interject it again because I forgot to get this point out. KTO, at least you were in a different stadium than in the Cleveland's home stadium. God help us. God help you if you ever get, utterly invaded like Nashville did this week with Bills Mafia.
Yeah. Did you see that guy break his neck? That was bad.
Yes.
That was terrible.
Oh God.
All right, we got to
who
read.
who had a worse? Well, go ahead. Read your tweet.
Yeah, we got to read some
Snapchats.
snapper chats. Sorry, we're gonna be
Sorry
here all
about that.
night. It's already 10 o'clock. I don't want to do 2 hours, but all right.
All right.
Graf von Tyrol. Graf, is that a new one? $10. UT, I'm sure you have a certain 2 words to describe the recent NBA drama related to the Houston Rockets GM's pro Hong Kong tweet. I have 2 words. Like, at least someone standing up for them. Unlike
I said fuck China. Those are the 2 words I got. But
unlike Steve Kerr. Steve Kerr said, I have no comment on the situation. I'm like, dude, you have no problem fucking adding Donald Trump every fucking day.
yeah, I mean that's the same thing with him and Greg Popovich. Where are they?
Yeah. Where's your balls? Step up for.
They don't care
freedom.
because China's feeding them money.
Yeah.
They don't give a shit unless money is involved. Donald Trump don't care about the NBA, so they have a problem ripping on him.
Yep.
China, guess what that involves? Lots of cash money paper.
Yep.
That's
Just like
why
these Snapchats will do anything.
Yeah.
Yep, that's why we read them all.
China's going to take us down anyway. We're not just going to the re-education camps. We're going to a Chinese re-education camp, which doubles as forced labor.
Right. And somehow, because we criticize the NBA, we're going to get it really bad. Joe Haas, hey y'all, $4.99. Hey y'all, another Tuesday, another laundry night at college. Wow, someone's doing laundry at college. You deserve a medal. My question this week is, which Jets team is worse right now, Winnipeg or Gang Green? No one is worse.
Gang Green.
Yeah, no one is worse than the Gang Green.
Like the Jets are pretty bad, but they beat the Penguins.
They're named after a disease. Okay.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Brandon needs some more reputation.
Brandon Davis, how much of a chance do the Cardinals have of beating the Braves tomorrow? Good chance.
I think they have a decent chance. Flaherty's been really good.
Yeah.
And I'm going to say this now. This may count as a hot take. But if the Cardinals win Game 5, they're going to the World Series. Because I know how this shit goes.
Yeah. Dude, the Braves, the series should be over.
It should be over, but the problem is they dealt with bullshit and their bullpens imploded on them twice.
Yep.
And they're letting them stay in it. And Fultonevich is pretty good.
Yeah,
I'm not going to lie. I mean, technically, this Rangers series should be over, but it's going to go back to Houston.
I know. Yep.
Like the closest one is Dodgers Nats.
Yeah.
And like you've got some really nice pitching matchups tomorrow.
We got some Game 5s. I love it.
Oh yeah, and then we'll probably begin the Game 5 on Thursday.
Yep. All right, read the Dodger of Zion.
Dodger of Zion. She was at the Eagles-Jets game for 10. I lost my voice at the Eagles game. Still don't have it back. Also made some bank doing tarot readings at the tailgate. I can't wait to go back.
Yeah, I saw her pictures on Facebook. She was giving out free tarot readings in the tailgate. And
she got like a decent bit of coin and tip, I think.
She's an opportunist. I like it.
Mm-hmm.
I like it. Good.
Alex Moreno for 2. The Rams need to get their shit together. Kind of.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, the only loss because Zurline missed like the one field goal he misses out of like 3 years.
Yeah, they won that game. They just fucked up.
Yeah.
That's how
Alex Moreno, if we lose this game, we are fucked.
Yeah.
I don't know about that yet. You're 500. It's not like an insurmountable loss.
Mm-hmm.
At least not to me. Let's go for anime holic tops for two euros. Pens are getting whipped by a team with AHL defense. Yeah, it's bad. I mean, they got smoked.
They're bad.
Like Matt Murray looked like shit. The defense looked like shit. They're still trying a speed-based game, and they don't have speed on defense. It's
bad.
It's bad.
Witty Banner 96 for $2. That forward pass call on Marcus was atrocious. Was this Mariota?
Yeah, I mean, he was over the line.
Yeah.
So
I don't know. The refs,
that is like a minor weapons compared to some of the shit that happened over this.
the refs have gotten really bad.
Dude, Jason Garrett called for unsportsmanlike conduct for apparently saying a swear word and slamming a challenge flag in frustration.
KTO, did you see that? Jason Garrett slamming the flag.
I did. I
Yeah,
did. That was hilarious.
Keanu Neal, like 2 weeks ago, slammed his helmet in frustration for getting.
I thought that was also funny.
That was awful.
So they
What
got the first.
fuck?
Yeah, they got the first down, and then they tacked on. They moved them back 15, so it basically killed the drive. And I was like, yeah, that was stupid.
I mean, the Cowboys ended up scoring on that drive, but still.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, they
Yeah, I think it was an Elliott TD.
Yeah. Clutch box. I think this one's new for $5. Hey, that's
Clutch box.
Yeah.
Tree, do you think the Steelers can somehow win the AFC North with how bad it's been?
What do you think, KTO?
Wait, say that again. Say it again.
You think the
Do you think the Steelers can somehow win the AFC North with how bad it's been? It would be like Rocky from SpongeBob. That's how it's gonna be. It's like, and the winner is the right, and then just like the Steelers just pop up out of nowhere with a 7-9 record. It's just like, yeah, we won.
That's not out of the question, though. That's the worst part. It's not out of the question.
Oh, of course. They're only 2 games back. I mean, if the Ravens...
If they would have won that game... If they would have won that game against the Ravens, I would have believed. Honestly, I would have believed. Because the Browns and the Ravens, I don't believe in both of them. So
the false hope would have flowed through my vein.
How is that? Who are they going to start now that Mason Rudolph is dead?
They got to trade for someone.
Well, I mean, the guy they started, I forget his name. Shoot, it was a quarterback from Samford.
Oh.
I forget his name.
Yeah. I don't know.
I've been saying his name for like all day, and then I forget the name now.
Oh. Pitt's Steelers roster. Hold on. Read some Snapper chats while I look this up.
Let's see here. Devlin Hodges. That's who I'm thinking of.
Oh.
He's got that redneck charm to him.
Devlin Hodges. He looks like a little bit like Sean McVay. Like he's like...
Yeah, a little bit.
Yeah. Like he's going to be a coach in 2 years.
GN for $2. Thoughts. NASCAR's Kyle Larson ends a 75 race drought.
Awesome. I love seeing guys get off to Schneid.
Oh, yeah. Like always the low guy, always win. It's always a good thing.
That was a long 75 races. He was just going around in circles. Like, you ever feel like you're just spinning your wheels?
Yep.
The culture of
Lord Ariados for 5. Let's go. You guys predicted Cards versus Braves in 5. Here's $5 for it.
Yeah. We're smart. Mm-hmm.
Well, I mean, it was going to be a deep series.
I thought so, too. Who did we have winning?
Braves? I said Braves, but more and more, I think the Cardinals can pull it off.
They could.
Goldschmidt and Ozuna have been on fire.
Yeah. Gay Gem for $5. Will you do a legacy of failure for the Brewers? Oh, that's another one. It's the same one as before.
It was like a different one, but as I said, like I feel like it's too early. They're still technically in their window.
Yeah. Oh, I love this next one.
If
This
they blow it up, then maybe, but I don't think they are.
This one's for you, KTO. Will Urban Meyer coach the Browns in 2020?
I don't know. I doubt it.
Would you happily accept him?
I will take Lincoln Riley. That's who I want.
I don't know if he's going to get Lincoln Riley, though. I think he wants to go to the Cowboys.
Yeah, we're not going to get him, but that's who I want. I mean, I don't know at this point. I don't want Freddie Kitchens. I feel like he doesn't know what he's doing. And that's not even on him. That's just on the situation. That's like he was a running backs coach.
There aren't many coaches that could pull off that sort of ego swelling and just management that the Cleveland was trying to do. There aren't many.
Yeah, you're right. I want to argue against you, but you know,
Like, dude,
I'm
I mean,
stuck
you
here.
can maybe see like Andy Reid, maybe Mike Tomlin, Sean McVay. Like you need
No,
that kind of coach.
they need to get like rid of Odell probably. Like I like Odell right now because he hasn't been an issue as far as like with the media or out off the field, but overall it's just one of those things that there's too many mouths to feed, too many egos, too many
Yeah.
guys, and Freddie Kitchens isn't doing anything
That's
about it.
what I said like at the beginning of the year. There are too many out.
Nobody's
Yeah.
ever been
Called
able.
me shit for it.
Yeah, no
Yeah.
one's ever been able to curb Odell. Like even Tom Coughlin was like, "Fuck, this guy is a fucking mess, but I need him out on the field." You know?
It's like, God, this guy's an asshole, but
Yeah.
God, this guy can fucking catch.
Yeah,
Yeah, he couldn't catch on Monday.
yeah.
He couldn't hold on to a ball on Monday.
Eli Arbiza, $2. Tennessee Volunteers, football, Lau Cal Vid. They're bad.
They mega bad.
Mm-hmm. What do you think? Yes, yay, nay,
Maybe.
someday?
It's timing. That's the real
You could-
issue right
you
now.
could
Because I've
turn-
got sports ball I'm still working on, and then Days of Our Steelers is coming back this week because fuck everything.
You could turn Texas' 41-page essay on Texas A&M into an entire Lau Cal video.
Oh,
It
yeah.
could be your magnum opus.
I would need to find the video for it,
Yeah.
but
The Skeptical Taco for 5. Angels are pretty much a lock for Madden. How scared should we be? Oh, well, you just go from Mike Sosha
Yeah.
to, John to Madden. So
yeah, for Brad Osmus, I wouldn't be scared at all. Joe Madden wasn't that good in Chicago after the World Series.
yeah.
Lot of weird decisions.
All right. Switching over to you.
Let's go to your friendly neighborhood smart for 5. Christian McCaffrey should be wanted for murder. His MVP
God.
performance killed Minshew Mania, that monster.
Yep. He was voted most likely to be let to date your daughter. That Christian McCaffrey. That's right.
McCaffrey had a really good game.
I like how he flipped into the end zone and did like the spread eagle as he landed. That was very Christian McCaffrey.
Oh,
It's a
Sam
time.
Stankovitz
Yep.
for 5. Please don't bury my Browns like all of ESPN. Our O-line is trash. That's it. Baker is like lock couch behind it, and Kitchens is green. I think there's a lot more than that. I think it's a lot of structure, discipline, and game planning. They've been making a lot of penalties. So I think there's a lot of coaching between that. Like, Kitchens just isn't prepared. And that's the risk you take when you hire that sort of coach. People want Sean McVay. They see Sean McVay, and they're like, oh, my God, we need to get these young, unproven coaches because they might become Sean McVay. You know what you're getting? You're getting Steve Wilkes. You're getting Brian Flores. You might be getting Freddie Kitchens. You know, like Zach Taylor. Like, you're getting those kind of coaches.
Kingsbury, Cliff Kingsbury. Yep.
Yep. You're getting those coaches.
Yep.
Like, I mean, LaFleur, I don't know if it's him or because the defense just got infused with a shitload of talent, and Mike Pettin's a good coordinator. Like, I don't know about that.
Ex-Browns head coach, right? Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Yep.
They tried to go for Harbaugh, and then they said, oh, fuck, we couldn't get him, so they settled for plan F.
Mm-hmm. All right, keep her moving.
John Pinkerton for $5.69. This round of beer on me is the Steelers and Giants descend into the pit of misery this week. Dilly. Plus, who advances to the NLCS tomorrow?
I got the Cards advancing versus it's gonna be Cards Dodgers.
I really want the Nationals to win because I am
know.
really goddamn tired of the Dodgers choking every year.
Yeah, I
am tired of it.
The Nats are gonna kick their fans in the dick somehow.
I feel like their bullpen's going to blow it. I feel like Dave Martinez is going to make a really stupid decision like he did in Game 3, and that might cost him. Walker Buehler's been dealing, but I feel like they'll pull Strasburg too early.
Yeah, the thing is, like, Scherzer gifted them 7 innings, and that was the best possible case scenario right there.
I mean, the Dodgers bullpen because they wanted to save their arm.
Yeah. Alex
Because they're going to go from Buehler to Kershaw.
Yeah.
Although playoff Kershaw.
Yeah, playoff Kershaw is not good. That's why they're starting Buehler.
Mm-hmm.
Alex Moreno. I like this. Best GM division. Oldsmobile, Pontiac, Chevrolet, Cadillac, Pontiac. These are all shit cars, by the way. GXP is easily the greatest car I've ever driven. Ford emulates the Lions. LOL.
Dude, if you want shit cars, go with the Geo.
Chevy has got to be the best out of that GM division. I've had an Oldsmobile, terrible. Cadillac, luxury cars, the more features you add, the more they're just going to break, What
Yeah.
do, what do you
Cadillacs are more like just souped up Chevys.
what do you drive, KTO?
Well, I drove a Mazda truck that looks exactly like a Ford Ranger, but it's labeled as a Mazda. That I've driven that for like 10 years.
Nice. You're frugal. That's what they say.
Yeah. I think also, like, didn't Mazda have a deal with Ford for a while?
I think so. I think it was just for a little bit, like in the late 90s, early 2000s kind of thing.
Yeah, I think they just recently got out of it and they're trying to get their own thing again. Because I have a newer Mazda that I just bought 6
look
months
at
ago because my
you.
car got totaled. But it's a nice car.
Yeah, my truck has been it's been really reliable. So,
Dude, I want to
Yeah.
drive mine Acura into the ground,
Acuras are good cars. I almost got one of those.
Alex Moreno, $1.99. My enthusiasm deflated because of the Seattle game. Yeah,
I
I know.
wouldn't say it's deflated. I mean, it was a good game of football.
Yeah, it was. Came on down to the last play.
Literally, yes.
And then I'll read this one more. RS for $1.99. Thoughts on Big Ten PSU versus Ohio? Ooh.
God, fuck Penn State. I hate Penn State, but probably win because
All
fuck
right.
everything.
That's actually great that he brings up Penn State. So who saw the letter from about the guy and his dreadlocks? Did y'all see that? He got
No, I did not. I heard about it though.
So a Penn State player got a letter in the mail, and it said, "Hey, I respect all of Penn State, but you need to cut your dreadlocks. They look ridiculous." To some player, and I was reading it, I was like, "This reads exactly like an Ohio State fan wrote it. Like, how could you be so stupid to fall for that? Like, it does not read. No real fan of a team in 2019." is going to write a letter to a player and say, cut your dreadlocks. That just sounds absurd.
Either that or it's like a 75, 80-year-old man.
It could be. Unless someone comes out and owns that letter and says, like, yep, I'm the racist that wrote this. I'm not buying it. I'm saying that
There are white people with dreadlocks too.
Yeah.
I mean, they're just saying, but it's just like, yeah. I can see how that can be racially charged.
KTO, you ever have dreadlocks?
No.
No?
I've had a buzz cut pretty much my entire life.
Really? You don't
Yeah.
live on the edge, do you? Huh?
Not with my haircut.
In college,
I
I had
would not-
braids.
Dude, I would not work with dreads.
Yeah. I had
Yeah, that
braids.
sounds
It
brutal.
actually looked pretty decent. I mean,
On you, maybe. Me, no.
I could pass. Like, if there was like, if it came down to it, it's like, yo, are you non-white? I could probably just be like, yeah, I'm not.
Yeah. I don't think dreads would work on a pasty white boy like me.
Yeah.
Same.
I think KTO could pull off dreads and like a headband
No.
and just be like, yo, man, Rastafari, University, Ja, Rastafari. All right. Alex Moreno, RTP call was BS and Cup should have gotten a TD. Was that, roughing the passer call? Where
Yeah,
you just
with
swipe?
the shoulder-to-shoulder hit.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
The 15-yard penalty for being Clay Matthews.
Yes. Oh, yes, that's right. I remember that. All right, you read the next, 5.
Yep. Official Gustrichlin for $5. Just a hypothetical. If Pittsburgh and Miami somehow get the same record and Miami gets back-to-back round 1 picks, would that cause a purge in Pittsburgh? Maybe. They'll remember that Big Ben's coming back and pretend everything's fine.
Yeah, but Pittsburgh's going to win 5 or 6 games. They're better than, because they'll scheme their way to 5 or 6
They
wins.
have some easy schedules coming up. They're playing the butt fumble. You have the Bungles again. You have the Jets.
Right, and they're just not committed to the tank like these other
And you also have the Cardinals, so you could get a
Browns.
couple too.
Yeah.
Browns maybe. I can see them splitting possibly. But the Steelers always like to lord over the Browns.
Dude,
if
if
they
the
lose to
Browns
the
want-
Browns, there will be a lot of salt.
If the Browns want to win this division, they have got to sweep the Steelers. They've got to sweep them. They can't
They got to
just
sweep
win.
the Ravens.
Yeah, they got to sweep the Ravens too, but they got to sweep the Steelers. That's my bold.
Don't feed Phil for 5. 5 points and I have something in common. Our teams have first-round picks.
And we're going to have a nice early first-round pick after this season.
Hey, you can bolster that defense.
Yeah.
Alex Moreno for 2. Rams had the pieces to win, but ruined by the refs. No, I'd say you were ruined by Russell Wilson having a really good game.
He's good, man. That Russell
Yeah,
Wilson,
he was very.
he can play the football, man.
Kyle Moylan for an Aussie for $14.85
That's a first.
Australian dollars. Greetings from Australia. I have a question. Why are there no NFL games on Friday and Saturday? Since the time difference between the USA, your Sunday games are 1 a.m. on a Monday, so I'm curious. Fridays and Saturdays, they reserve for the different levels of sport. Fridays are usually for high school football. Saturdays are for college.
Yeah, in
So
some
that's why I
cases,
don't-
yeah. And with the Saturday, I think they have network deals that prevent them from playing on Saturday.
Yes.
Unless there is no college football that weekend, and then they play playoff games on Saturday.
Yeah, trust me, if it weren't for high school and college ball, they'd be playing Friday, Saturday.
Oh God, they would. They would milk that tit like it was just they would just squeeze
Mm-hmm.
all the milk out of this. Mason Mahoney for $1.99. You must pick one: Ariana Grande or Taylor Swift. That's a tough one.
Ooh, Taylor Swift has some really nice legs, but
Based
apparently
on-
she's a crazy bitch.
Yeah.
So,
And Ariana
Right.
Grande is a midget. So
yeah. Do I and she gets hit by pucks in the face. So, do I go with the hit and quit it or the more stable? I like the legs, so let's go Taylor Swift.
I like a little Ariana Grande. She's actually really funny on Jimmy Fallon.
Yeah.
So I think she could.
You're like, okay, Taylor, don't talk. Just,
Just be
Shut
crazy. Yeah.
yeah.
Taylor is a hit.
Mason
maker.
Mahoney for 5. I love y'all hearing y'all's music takes. Most overrated and underrated classic rock bands.
Ooh, overrated classic rock band for
Probably
me.
Kiss.
Yeah, Kiss is pretty overrated.
Yeah, they're only there because of the makeup and the brand deals they got.
Yeah.
I mean, they've got a couple decent songs, but
I want
that's
to
all
rock
they
and
are.
roll. That's the only song
Yeah.
you know, right?
Detroit
I
Rock
wanna
City.
rock
That's the
and
only other
roll
one.
all night.
Yeah, like that and Detroit Rock City. Those are the
Yeah.
only two that really come to mind.
Kiss, yeah. Gene Simmons with his long ass fucking. Okay, so who's underrated?
Ooh, Right, you
$3.
can name like a bunch, but most of them are like, under the radar. They don't really pop out.
Credence. I don't know.
Uh,
Honestly, I know he's not a classic rock band, but I think John Fogerty is one of the most underrated artists of our time.
Fogerty's like, he's all right.
Yeah.
It's never like really high on him per se. I'd probably say Joe Walsh's solo career. That's really underrated.
Okay, good. Beast of Metal 1989. NASCAR doesn't care about safety. After all, what the fuck is a caution? Has suddenly become a huge issue this year. Wow, so they have ref ball in NASCAR.
Oh, there's ref ball everywhere, man. They have ref ball in WWE. So
There's no ref ball in tennis, except for that whole
they
Serena
have
thing.
ref ball in tennis. I mean, if you believe Serena Williams.
Yeah, there's ref ball in everything. It's true.
No ref ball in track.
Yeah, golf. There's no ref ball in golf. I think it's unless an official calls in. Isn't there rules Isn't there rules about like the handoffs and the relay race and shit? Like, don't.
Yeah, but they're pretty lenient with that. I mean, they're
Yeah.
at the college I ran at, the exchange zones are different colored, so it's like really easy to tell. Like, there's
Yeah.
no way that they can make there's never been a big controversy with that.
Okay. What's the most controversy that you'll see at a track race?
Them calling a false start or not calling a false start, like in a race, like a guy clearly goes just like a half a second early and they don't call it, kind of thing.
And you're
That's
like,
about
man,
it.
that dude's cheating, man. That's
Or
not
maybe
fair."
like a jump, like a long jump, the guy his foot's across the line and
Oh,
they
he
show it on the
footfaults.
replay
Yeah.
and they don't call it. That's
Ah,
about it.
damn refs. All right.
Yeah,
GN
exactly.
for $2. Tree, did you ever see a race at Pocono? Did we lose Tree? Dead air. Are you editing a video? God damn it! I've never seen a race at Pocono. I played it on the simulator though. It's fun. Tree, are you gone? You guys are both editing. We'll come back to that one. Is Tree really dead? He's gone. He like died. His mic must have died. All right, so we're just gonna do the show. Me and you, KTO. Sean
Okay.
Brennan for $5. Raleigh. That's hurricanes, man.
Sorry about that, man.
Yeah.
You guys hear me now?
Yeah. Have you ever seen a
Yeah.
race from Pocono?
No, I haven't. I've seen a race from Pocono, but I haven't back. I was my computer randomly shut down because apparently my battery wasn't charging.
Yeah.
So
We only
that's
talked
why it
about
was
this
out.
for 6 weeks.
Yeah.
Woody Banner 96.
I had it in. That's the thing. And the plug outlet apparently didn't charge it.
All right, Woody Banner 96. Kevin, you're turning into Jared Stillman. Who's Jared Stillman? Is that the guy that puts no, who is that guy? He's on Twitter.
Do you want me to?
Oh man, I really don't know. Kevin Stillman, huh?
Jared Stillman. I guess he's some.
Jared.
He's a honk. All right.
He's a native of Nashville, Tennessee.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm sorry. You asked about Jared Stillman, right?
Yeah, is he some Tennessee honk?
He's basically the Mark Madden of
okay.
the Nashville radio scene.
He looks like a
shock jock.
All right. Yeah. Graf von Tirol for $5. How long until Tomlin's contract conveniently expires? Oh, so this is what I hear that the Redskins want to trade for Tomlin.
Apparently. And I'm just sitting there like, what?
That sounds like a terrible move.
It does sound like a terrible move. And it does sound like something the Steelers would do because they would have the excuse of, we didn't fire a coach. We just traded him.
Actually, it is very convenient. It's like, hey, it's not my fault.
Oh, yeah. It's like, here, have a first-round pick. You're like, okay.
All right, read some snapper chats.
Yep.
Earn this money, bitch.
Let's go for Sean.
No, it's Brennan Norris.
Oh, sorry. Brendan Norris, sorry. Brendan Norris, I know it's not football related, but I have thoughts on how the Avalanche look. I'm not too concerned about how the Broncos tank. I think the Avs have a good shot of going far this year.
Yeah, they didn't start off all that great, but they'll be fine.
They got time. It's not even the third through this.
No, man. Relax.
Plenty of time. Now, if you're still struggling 15 games in, time to be a little concerned.
Yep.
But now, you'll be fine. Okay, let's keep on again here for Mr. Josh Kusiak for 5. Tree, will you ever do non-sport videos again? Also, 5 points. How do you New York choose between Yankees and Mets or Jets and Giants?
I can answer the second part if you answer the first.
Yep. First one is like, it would depend on the situation. Like, I feel like the political videos, no one wants to hear that shit. So that's why I haven't really done it. That and it would be divisive as hell. Like, if I were to come out with some of the shit I did back in 2017, do it now, people would get pissed. And there'd be like this whole canceling thing about me. It's like, that's the problem. Like, I don't mind doing it. It's just like, just the environment we're in. It's just so fucked.
Yeah, you don't want to mess with the breadwinner, you know. Like, if I would never do anything other than sport. I started another channel for that.
That's the thing. You'd have to do another channel.
I have like all these science questions that I want to get answered. Like, why do you have to take a shit after eating Taco Bell? Like, right away. Like, but I don't have time to do that shit. Like,
that would be a good question. That would make.
Yeah. I've got a whole bunch of those video ideas like in the queue somewhere. I just have not done them like yet.
Like a part of me will want to do like beer channel stuff.
Mm-hmm. And then how do New Yorkers choose between the Yanks, Mets? Or it depends on what part of town you're from. You know, the Mets, Jets tend to be the more blue collar teams, and then the Yankees, Giants tend to be the more uptown. But there's plenty of blue collar. There's plenty of uptown from each. But those are the stigmas, I guess. But usually Mets and Jets stick together, and usually Yanks and Giants stick together. So it's different. It's definitely different type of fans, though, for sure. Because
you're rare, they're rare breed though, because you do Giants, Mets.
Yeah, I'm that way because of the '80s. You know, I saw LT play, and I was like, I love him. I must be a Giant fan. You know. It's kind of like how KTO got gifted a Browns jersey or however it is, and he was ride or die with them ever since, right?
Mm-hmm.
Taylor Burns.
Go ahead.
What's the story
Sorry.
again with that? KTO, how you became a Browns fan? Oh, he's gone. He left.
I think KTO is gone.
Yeah, he left. He didn't
I
even.
was gonna say that the Giants and Yankees played in the same stadium, just like the Mets and Jets did.
Yeah, but it's just, that's yeah. Taylor Burns for $5, free digs. Also, this stream is presented by Dairy Queen's Chicken and Waffle Basket.
Ooh, Dairy Queen's chicken and waffle basket.
I hear,
Yummy.
what do you call it? KFC is coming out with a donut.
Chicken and waffles.
No, it's like a donut sandwich, something like that. It's
They saw the double down. They're telling it to hold its beer.
yeah. Nathan Dewey. Tree jinxed the Devils before the Haters Guide was released. When will Hines stop tampering with the lineups mid-game?
Yeah, I'm really disappointed with them. Like, they blew that lead to Winnipeg, and it's like, Jesus Christ. Even if you lost your goaltender, it's like, what the hell? I mean, this is the year you have to prove to Taylor Hall that this can be a long-term home. If you're not, you're in trouble.
Yeah. All right, read some more Snapper chats.
Beast of Metal, for 10, if your puppet GM pulled a Dorian and shipped off a first-rounder with a potential generational talent at a key position in the relevant draft, can you even be in the tank off? Reeks of eternal sadness to me, and I think he's talking about the Steelers.
Yeah. Steelers.
I don't know. I mean, they're still... You are technically in the tank off just because you're bad and you're not eternal sadness. Like,
Sorry, Kevin.
don't
I had
have
to
the legacy to be
mute
that.
you. You were typing. It was unnerving.
I wasn't typing.
No, Kevin was. So I had to mute him for a second. It was distracting me.
Hey, it's
keep
white
reading.
noise.
Yep.
It's like, that sort of background stuff.
Yeah. Keep reading.
Yep. Let's go to Sad Frisbee for 5.
No,
I worked
stick- Where are you? Stick fig,
Yeah,
dude.
Beast of Metal. Yep, stick.
Oh,
Stick
where are
fig
we?
dude.
No.
Yeah, I just did Beast of Metal.
Yeah, stick fig dude 7307. 7037. That's the one.
7307.
Yeah, stick figs dude.
I'm not seeing a stick fig, dude. I'm seeing a Sad
Oh,
Frisbee.
it scrolled on you. Here, I'll read it. I've worked 30 hours the last 2 days and I want to die. What should I have for dinner? Pizza, calzones, or chicken McNuggets? Wow,
That's the one I'm seeing, but it's under Sad Frisbee.
Huh. That's weird. Did he change his name?
Maybe.
He changed his
Because,
name
that's what I meant.
in the middle of the stream.
It's weird.
Yeah. Huh. That is weird. I would have gone with the calzones, honestly.
Calzone wouldn't be too bad.
John Kushak for $4.99. Sorry. Will Gabe Kapler be fired or who they replace him? And Tree and 5 points.
Apparently, the GM's asking the players if they want to keep Kapler.
I would say
Why?
if he hasn't been fired yet, he's not going to be fired. So,
That's what disturbs me. He should be fired.
yeah. And Sad Frisbee just said it. He changed my name. Sorry. So that's why it says Stick Fig Dude.
Okay.
It doesn't for me. What Philly sport team you like the most? None of them, but
Yeah, none of them too.
yeah. So sorry.
I mean, I like how the Eagles are run. I hate
Temple.
their fan base.
I like Temple, the Owls. Yeah. I do like how the Eagles are run. But yeah, I don't know. I guess I could say the Flyers. I could probably. No, I hate the Flyers too.
No, Flyers are dumbasses. I hope they stay bad because they keep making knee-jerk decisions that destroy their future. I like that.
Now, if you want to say on uniforms, I like the Flyers uniforms.
I don't like the nameplate. I feel like that shouldn't be on there. It just destroys the feng shui of the jersey.
Yeah. Sad Frisbee for $10. Also, I've been wondering, what are the origins of the names 5 Points, Vids, and Urinating Tree? That's a good question. So mine was, I started out as a Madden YouTuber, and every video I was going to say 5 points of information on how to get better at Madden. And that's how I started it. And then now I'm named after, and also the play-in from Billy the Butcher from, what's that? Gangs of New York. The 5 Points is where they're from. There, I always liked that movie, so that's mine.
Mine was just some name I thought it was funny on Xbox Live when I was like 15. So that's the fun story.
There you go. Taylor Burns striking my comment from last week. Josh Jacobs 29.3 points will be the most the Bears give up to an RB this year. I don't know about that. Bears look pretty bad.
Yeah, they looked weak. I don't know how much of that is on the jet lag though.
Yeah. We're getting there. And Alex Moreno, $1.99. Can you guys play Despacito 2 yet? I have not played the song, man. I have not played it.
No Despacito in this house.
All right, we're heading down to the home stretch. Read some more now.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. For Gadzooks for 10. Nice SpongeBob background there, FPV. Also, what do you believe happens if the Dodgers lose tomorrow? I think Dave Roberts gets fired.
Yeah. They're in a lot of trouble if they lose tomorrow.
Oh, yeah, dude. If they don't win a championship in this window, this goes down as the greatest failure in sports.
And it's even
this
worse.
This is a team that spent literal billions.
Yeah.
Billions.
But
on a team.
I think they do. I think they win it.
They better.
Yeah.
I mean, dude, they will never live it down if they don't. We'll see. I mean, as I said, I'm tired of the Dodgers failing. They need to shit or get off the pot. Alex Moreno for 5. I like how the better hair than 5, but have worse voice in my videos, lol. I also look like Tom Araya, according to my boss, Angel of Death. And Tom Araya is the lead singer of Slayer.
Yeah. I can see it.
Malk Gooley for 5. Yeah, I can kind of see it too. Big fan of both U5 and Tree also. Well, my Bears could be false hope, but I hope they change it around. Smiley face. I hope love you guys might rant on my YouTube.
They play defense. That's the thing. The
Bears have a good defense.
Yeah. Okay.
I still think they're the best front 7 in football, so you're fine.
Yeah. Read this next 3.
Yep. Josh Kuziak for 5. Could you see a Rays Cardinals World Series? Who wins as well? If they advance, maybe. I don't know if the Rays get past the Yankees.
I don't know if the Rays get past Houston. They've got a big game coming up. Yeah, they might win this one here, but they're not going to have that home field advantage, and Houston's going to be rocking, dude.
I'm surprised Tampa Bay's selling out these games.
I like this next one. Leo Doyle, F the Cards forever and always. Agreed.
Yeah, I think we all can agree with that.
I'm sorry.
They got some real bullshit in that 4th game.
Yeah. Fuck the Cubs too. It's not a universal hate, It's not
fuck the Cubs is pretty universal. Fuck the Cubs is always a good slogan.
Yeah. UK of Poland, $2. Thank you.
Thank you, brother.
All right. Alex Moreno, when they announce the new Seattle NHL team, please do a video on them and refer to them as the Poop Sticks. Key Arena renovations are nearly done. That would be funny.
I thought the correct name was the Rain City Bitch Pigeons.
Rain City Bitch Pigeons. Alex Moreno, $1.99. Could Jeff Fisher work as a defensive coordinator? He was an head coach. Jeff Fisher is not working for a reason. That's why.
He was in the AAF as an executive.
Yeah.
Last at
Jeff Fisher should not be around football teams unless they want 7 wins.
Yeah.
Darth Soldier, $2. Thank you. And then I'm going to read this.
Thank you, sir.
This one. Misfortune Darkrai. Tree, what are your thoughts on the Pens replacing Party Hard with Jump Around for their goal horn?
Not a big fan of it. I mean, it's not kind of minor in the state of things, but Party Hard was a good theme.
Is that Andrew WK?
Yep. And now Jump Around's it's just generic. It's
Let's get the party started.
Okay.
All right.
Very
You read these.
My life is a dumpster fire. I agree with on my behalf as well. When the Broncos won, I began to have this feeling called hope. Then I remembered that our QB is Flacco and Chubb is out. Back to the liquor. You also played the Chargers, who you dominated against. So
at least you got to win. You were
the best 0-4 team in the league.
Yeah, you were solely in the tank-offs.
UK of Poland for 5. Don't worry, Tree. You still know more than NBC talking heads when it comes to hockey.
Oh, yeah.
Well, dude, your NBC talking heads are Pierre McGuire, Mike Milbury, and Jeremy Roenick.
Yeah.
And Keith Jones. Yeah. So it's just old hockey guys.
Yeah. I don't mind Oldchick when he's on.
Oldchick's all right. He has an anti-Pens bias because he sucked as a head coach here.
Oh yeah.
So there's
that's
always
right.
that.
I always forgot
But,
about
I mean,
that.
I hope he recovers from cancer, though.
Yeah,
Just
that's true.
gotta sue.
And Pierre Maguire always stands too close to
Yeah.
other people.
Pierre McGuire's just creepy
Yeah.
in general.
Yeah.
Like, he's just like, I think he's harmless. He just has that kind of awkward, creepy vibe to him.
What's funny is, I will say this: Maguire does love hockey. Like, he is always at a rink, always just around hockey.
Yeah. Like, he's wanted to be a GM for a while. I think he'd be a killer scout.
Yeah.
So,
Keep her going.
Carl Singleton for 2. Zeppelin or Sabbath?
Zeppelin
Ooh.
all day. Zeppelin for me.
This is really tough. I gotta lean Sabbath, barely. But Zeppelin is really good.
Zeppelin is
Just
good.
you hear Zeppelin all the time on the radio. You don't really hear Sabbath.
Yeah. All right.
Alex Moreno, guys, Foreigner flat sucks, Kiss rules. Then we've got a problem. I mean, Foreigner I'm not crazy about, but Kiss is like, ugh.
I had a buddy open for Foreigner.
Foreigner?
Yeah, he got to open for him.
Nice.
Yeah, his band. They never made it like big, but they were pretty good. You know, it's like one of those.
Piece of metal for 5. I'm probably going to butcher this name. The only worthwhile female musician active today is Malika Sundaramurthy, leading vocalist of Abnormality. And yes, she actually does those vocals.
We're going to have to look at her.
Yeah.
While you read some more.
Malika Sundaramurthy.
She looks like my sister. That's bad.
Uh-oh.
She's cute, but she looks like my sister. So
we have a Bazelle today, too. Can't do a huge donation, but may as well hop in. Nah, dude, you don't have to do that. You don't have to make a huge donation every time.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah, no, well, man. You're welcome as the way you are, brother. Anyway, how about Deshaun Watson's huge night, throwing 5 touchdowns to help lead the Texans and my Texans fantasy team to victory? Deshaun Watson is really good.
He is very good. He's
Falcons' defense is really bad, but Deshaun Watson is really good. Now he has a line.
Didn't the Bears pass on him and Pat Mahomes from Mitch Trubisky?
Yes, they traded up for Trubisky. Jags passed on him. Let me look up.
How could you pass on Deshaun? Deshaun Watson won a national champion or got to the.
Well, they had Mahomes and Watson had questions. Like, Mahomes was very raw, and Deshaun Watson was like, they thought he was just a big program. Cincinnati drafted John Ross over Mahomes and Watson.
Yeah, John Ross ran like a 4.2.
Chargers drafted Mike Williams over Mahomes and Watson. Tennessee, you could make an excuse because they had Mariota.
Yeah.
San Francisco had Solomon Thomas, who they acquired in part of that Trubisky trade, and he has not worked out. He's been very ineffective.
Yeah.
So it's not just Trubisky. It's just like Cincinnati's got to be the one that's kicking themselves.
Carl Singleton for 5. How is it to be a Cowboys, Astros, Spurs, Stars, and a fan of Longhorn football and basketball right now? Yeah, it's a bad week for all of you. Spurs are in the decline. Stars are okay. Longhorns are Cowboys a lot. Cowboys are going to be in the playoffs though.
They just look bad against strong opponents.
Yeah. Sad Frisbee said he changed his name. Alex said, if you guys want, I could call in for 10 minutes while I take a short break. No, we're about to end the show.
Yeah, unfortunately, man.
I have a shorter
Maybe some other time, though, dude.
Yeah, I have a shorter circle in our laundry room. It's so tiring. I tell you, these shows are getting tiring. But trust me, I love doing
long, dude.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, like, we used to be like, oh, we'll be an hour in and out. Now it's like,
now I plan for 2 hours because
I mean, at this point I don't even have time to go to the gym anymore after, because I usually would like go to the gym, work out for a little bit, and then come back. Now I'm at the point where it's just like, okay, I can't really do anything. I got to go work on sports ball.
It's only one night a week. I mean, dude, I go to the gym in the morning. I go at 8 a.m.
Yeah, I usually go at night, but it's
all
just
the
like,
thotties are there at 8. Tell you that.
That's what the YouTube life does. It keeps
dude.
busy.
Sometimes I go twice a day.
I wish I could go twice a day.
Yeah. GN, if the Astros lose this series, congrats Astros.
Maybe.
I think the
Depends
Dodgers.
how they lose.
I think
the Dodgers would, but I've got a couple others. Like I've got to figure out an idea for the Twins. I don't know if I'll do like a fake commercial or just like showing footage of them getting owned by the Yankees.
Yes. Too bad you can't make slavery jokes in today's environment, because it's just
I can
not
make slavery
tasteful.
jokes about ancient Egypt.
Oh yes, biblical references.
Yes.
All right, read these.
Let my people go. No, fuck you.
No,
then hit a home run grand slam. And congratulations.
How come enslaving Jews is okay, right? Because it's in the Bible, but I mean, I'm not trying to justify it in any scenario. I'm just saying, why is it okay there? Because we're just used to it?
Why is it okay for the Moors to enslave people for generations?
Yeah. Generations.
I think it still happens in Africa. Africa is a huge slavery problem.
We're demonetized. All right, read the last two.
Yep. Brandon Davis.
No,
Do you agree with all of the haters that Yachty is a dirty player? Think he's a Hall of Famer? Any players that Cards should look for in free agency? Not a single player above 290, need offense outside of home runs. Colton Wong, Gold Glove. I don't think Yachty's dirty. I think he's just he takes the unwritten rules way too fucking seriously.
Yeah, he's a fun cop.
And it makes him insufferable.
Yeah. If he were on my team, I would love him so hard, but he's a Cardinal, and I definitely think he's a Hall of Famer, for sure. And I did like his opinion on the Marisnik hit on Jonathan LaCroix. And V-Man, we missed this one. V-Man 29-397. Garrett Cole about to be 0-3 in elimination games. Garrett Cole has played so well. He's like
played outstanding baseball.
I think with him you just throw out all the he's not Clayton Kershaw, you know. He's just been really good. What happened with him in Pittsburgh? How did that
They tried to evolve. The problem with the Pirates is that they have a one-size-fits-all pitching system. They like to pitch to contact, and they let the game pretty much pass them by. So, and like, that's why you see a lot of players, like, they did this with hitting and pitching, where they go elsewhere and they thrive. You've seen it with Glasnow. You've seen it with Morton, Meadows, even like Jordan Luplow, like a role player. Like, he hasn't done well. He's done well in Cleveland right now.
So they traded him away?
In the offseason. Like, I bet you any money once Polanco and Bell leave, they become consistent perennial all-stars. Because this is how this works. The game's passed them by.
Yep. All right, let's read this last snapper chat, and then we will sign off. Alex Moreno, thank you, buddy. $1.99. Have a great night, guys. Everyone check out Tahoe Super Sports. Claremont was pleased.
All right, thanks for joining us, my man.
And then let me unmute Kevin, because I think he stopped typing now. Kevin, you got anything to say?
Yeah, I'm sorry.
Yeah, it's all right. All right, you got to sign off, because we're about to end the stream. Thanks for coming.
Right now, the Preds have probably, they'd have won this game 5-2, which is one of the, there you go. They've won the game against the Sharks, and the Sharks look like shit. Oh, yeah, they do. I don't know what happened.
Well, the problem is they've gotten really old. They lack power defense, and they've invested a lot of money into aging talent. So, like, I didn't expect it would happen this soon. But if this is how the season's going to go, you might as well panic.
It's time to panic. All right, Tree.
Do
you have any...
I mean, they got Patrick Marleau back. That counts, right?
Yay.
Oh, and also one more from Alex Moreno. Haha, I sent a late money thing. Be careful, man. You might be playing with fire.
All right. Do you have any parting words, either of you?
No, I don't. I'm just looking forward to tomorrow's baseball games.
Yep. All right. I'm going to go ahead and sign off. Should I play That's Life? That's Life.
I see somebody's
that movie was so good, man.
Oh, God damn it.
What?
Sorry about that.
Alex Moreno,
now it's time.
Enjoy the monies. Laugh out loud. Night, guys. All right. 5 points vids. You've made it to the end of the stream. Peace.